However,
Test. Here we go. This is better. Harp. Yeah, my mic was way down. Anything else I need to do? Go down to the nurse's office. Justice Hammer free. Refrigerator in the back. Bunch of blood packets.
Oh. Huh?
You get your account. Yep.
It's all clear now. Goodbye.
He just handed a note saying to meet him in the dining hall. He's like, yeah, this is a trap. This is a trap, lol. Find Mr. Nerd Emoji. That handwriting. Wait a minute. That handwriting is very different.
Just a second. Okay.
I was gonna say, that handwriting on the blueprints looks very different from what we've seen.
I mean...
What the hell?
Huh? Oh. Huh?
Yoko?
Right.
Don't be mean.
What? Wow.
She been investigating.
Nothing. Hey. And?
I mean... Huh? Let me out. Got it on hook.
It would seem...
He's out.
So then, honestly, is that okay? Could it be... That's just the worst. That's right. What the heck?
Please.
Yep. He's too obvious of a suspect. Yeah, that's like basic trial ground rules.
What
Like
are you saying?
the only obvious suspect.
Okay. Huh. I mean, I'm blind as a bat in here.
I'm telling you,
And you totally can't bend at the waist.
that's not a very... I mean...
Well, either way, I mean, it seems pretty... Ah. Just a...
But...
Honestly,
What the...
just the worst. That's terrible.
What?
Is there anything else here we need to check? Talk to Gambler. Stick. cantina. The locker?
Just the worst.
Wait. Huh? How about that?
So then,
I'm at least 30%.
correct.
Wait.
What the heck?
Oh.
Monokuma can't find out. Oh, don't tell anyone. Rec room at 1 a.m.
Hey.
Just the. So. Huh?
Don't be.
Justice.
No. Wait.
She seems strangely confident that his ass is guilty.
Just the worst.
Wait.
What are you saying?
What?
Makoto. It would seem. Why?
No.
Anyway, shall we go? Hey. Correct.
Examine the corpses.
Anyway.
3F. Around here, into repository. Show Kyoko the dead bodies.
So then, I knew it. I see.
Anything?
Hey. Whew. So then. That's right. In other words. However,
So 6 a.m. holding
Makoto.
something.
because hey, is that so then?
Let's check his body.
Indeed. That's right. Indeed. Why is that? Hey,
Oh, there's the note.
so however, is that right? So hey, so then. Hey. Is that right?
Don't think about the handbooks. And it's trial time. Happy trial o'clock.
Are you excited? Like the brand show.
Shut up, Monokuma.
It would.
Trial free. Who committed the gig?
Monokuma appears! Wrong.
The pain elevator. The painator elevator.
Hey,
That's right.
Into the elevator. Only 8 people left. Crazy.
just the worst.
What?
Come on.
Yes, we hate you. Here we go. Trial clock. Any skills I forgot to set? Nope. Let's do this.
Let's begin. If you didn't. Now.
We already know who
Was that?
it was. You don't try and
I didn't.
shut your murdering mouth.
Who are you?
I am sorry to say, blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your points to.
How many times do I have to tell? I don't know.
Yeah, this does set up a pretty clear scenario of him being giga-framed for it.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Oh, wait, it's right-click silencer.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did
No, just hold on a second.
everything we found in your room?
Still gotta pause for a second. Okay.
The blueprints,
The suit parts, they are... No, that's wrong.
Wrong.
Are we sure Hero...
what do you mean?
Well, it's the note that Hero wrote. Asking the handwritings when you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think unless that person maybe.
No, the dip.
Come on.
He's too
I'm not smart enough to think of...
See?
Makoto.
And he's not the only one.
Then who was in that? Is it like Hero?
The suspicious individual hit. Go ahead, Makoto.
So?
I got it!
Yes, it was Hero, but
Other than Hero, obvious...
Then there.
That doesn't make it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero.
So what you're saying?
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now
Yep.
that's a bold. And what reason do you have to make such a?
Of course. There's something else we need.
Hey, stop!
All things.
So what is it?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's life. It would seem that his...
Tarp. What is it? Crap, what is it? Crap, hold on. Oh, this one.
I got it! They were a dolly and a... So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared, and when we found it for the second time, it was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment. So the killer must have seen it there. That way, they...
Okay, that
Same... I'm sure the dolly... But when the body disappeared... Later...
Yeah, there was a tarp missing.
So did the...
In other words, but are you sure? Huh? Are you absolute that dolly was made specific? It would be very... Is it not possible?
She's raised...
There is no shame. We have all accepted.
Oh, reloading. Here we go. You are wrong.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Do your worst. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree.
I am suffer.
You are a fool. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. This should
Here
be
we
it.
go.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, when I found the dolly, there was a pool of blood. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident, as they went and as the blood dried on. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Well, anyway,
She does hate us that
The
much.
subject of how what kind of robot?
I'm not sure that really...
I'd be happy to explain why if you look back on...
Yakia literally just gave us the answer.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Nope. No, you can't.
No, that's wrong.
You can't do that.
You're apt, but if you were wearing that suit... Think back to what you said when we were... When you're in that suit, now, am I right about...
Now that
It seems like it'd be a...
well,
When you can't even see your feet?
yeah, it'd be totally impossible.
On top of that, it's very...
Well, I mean, isn't that just...
I got it.
Can't take it off.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
That's true.
Then, you really can't take it...
Of course, he could have gotten it off by himself. Showing up in the suit was bait.
So...
To be clear, whoever did move...
No, wait. You all gotta if whoever was in that suit.
Okay.
Besides, so the individual in
It's still far. Besides, there before we rush, instead of seizing,
Perhaps.
let's review this series of.
I don't disagree. But
plus maybe
all right then. I suppose we could. 4 of us gathered together. We waited there for quite a while. That was around
and as soon as we
8 a.m.
Soon after
Kyoko went
that,
missing.
Hina found-
it
Celeste
seems
in her
I
lec
know it
room.
wasn't-
That was as it turns out. It also soon became. We were soon joined in our search. He was injured, so we took him, but not long.
When Celeste and soon after
I saw someone moving around.
And the 3rd floor.
and then at that point we decided to Celeste, Hina, while Sakura.
Yeah, I don't
Yak-
need this event recap. There's Hifumi dead, but with the glasses. Distribution of the
Meanwhile,
blood
we must-
seems awfully weird.
And that's when
On
I told you
Hifumi's
guys about
first
Hifumi. Then the what we
Counter.
But when we
I think.
I see. It's certain.
Okay,
Rather than a sing. And from there, now then.
Contradiction, huh? Speaking of contradiction,
So.
I wonder if he died before, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
what makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the jump.
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
crap, I'm running out of time.
It's wrong.
Severely running out of time.
Hold on. There's no reason to it. If anything,
So you're saying the culprit, but in reality, okay then.
His watch. Shouldn't his watch be a good tracker of what time it is? Give me an eye. Give me that T. Where's the C? Come on. H. Wristwatch. Irish
No,
wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
I got it. Taka's wristwatch. See?
It must have gotten broken with. So if it wasn't broken after.
And that would be his official.
But if that's true,
And before Celeste was attacked this.
That's right.
That's simple facts. We made the wrong.
That's exactly why the culprit that way, when we saw how
Now, if Taka was killed around, because when he was.
that may be true, but all
That's right. When we heard Hifumi scream, then we all ran down to the. That's totally true. Bro,
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him.
if that's true,
I don't know.
don't just go.
Anyway, we all have rock solid alibis for what, since all of us were there.
And it does not stop there. When his body vanished, Hina and I were. And then there's the disappear. At that time, We were all gathered together. Well, don't forget.
Wait, then what if, even if she could pull that off? Because, as we just...
Besides, I didn't do either of them. In other words, it is impossible.
Yep.
On the other hand,
For now, we can't get fixed. So instead of who, in particular,
That's true. And his body, but to carry that much weight,
well,
what? The death.
I don't think it has anything to do. We thought
He
Hifumi...
was.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the...
But I mean, we.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That.
Yeah,
Isn't possible.
yeah, that's where it comes in. Whole lot of random stuff we don't
Are you
need.
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Oh.
And that is why the announcement was.
are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Wait, yeah.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still...
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's
Dead body had been found.
Wrong.
no, that's wrong.
Because if he...
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake. I think we've confused whether the...
First of all, if two bodies had been... What do you say, Monica?
Well, it's a fair, but what I can say about it's only broadcast when 3 or more people...
3 or
find a
more dead body for the first
first
time. For the first
That didn't
time.
answer our question.
No, actually, he said it's only... Even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then...
Huh?
Exactly.
Twice. And both bodies were rediscovered.
We heard it a second time in the report. It didn't seem weird at the time.
Exactly. If we were...
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were
So when we found meaning, he...
and that's just... There's one...
Oh, I know, because he was super good at. That is the worst, but honestly, I do not think.
Okay then, let's finish.
This whole. Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before they moved, and his other than the change in how it was presented, there was no
Notable difference.
Shoot him down.
No, it's wrong.
This one I literally saw from a mile away.
In fact, there was one his glasses. That fact...
Perhaps you'd like to.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with... But when we found him again later in the... They were spotless.
There's blood under his
I
glasses.
found the...
The glass cleaning cloth.
It was a glass
See?
cleaning cloth featuring a certain... One look at this piece of cloth was used, and the mascot on the cloth, and whose digital camera...
The character.
I highly doubt anyone but...
I see your...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying...
What I'm saying is,
Even if that is true.
but who would benefit from a clean...
That's a...
Then it must have...
So let's assume he pretends to be dead. Then he stands in with that. The impossible task of moving
Yeah,
his
yeah,
previous
that's
corpse
what I've been
becomes
saying.
possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood?
The fridge in the nurse's office can.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, but he got crazy with it and had to.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, it should be.
Hifumi.
It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
The door was locked.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, so me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there,
And the repository door can open, which means when Hina
And it could only have been Hifumi.
He convinced us all he was dead. So, Hifumi.
But that means
If you're having trouble.
There's more.
Oh, absolutely. The sing. You know what I'm talking about, right, Mc?
But no.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi. That's right.
What? Him?
yes.
His pantalones.
Hey,
That's the note I was telling. Huh? Monokuma can't find out, so.
see.
It's not.
In other words, the killer got and that person could only have been. I got it!
Could have only
Right.
been
The killer used this
Taka.
note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here? I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok.
just to be clear,
Puffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Puffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
TikTok?
No.
Hit or miss. I guess we never miss, huh?
No. They're out.
What the hell?
The note said to me that you've already proven that, but there's more. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka.
So, Taka was murdered. I think that should be plenty to show.
Well, no further objections.
Then someone used that note to trick. The culprit.
But if they gave the note to Taka,
Most likely. Hifumi.
Where's your proof?
Scrap of paper.
When I searched Taka's body, if I'm right about this, I knew it. It fits perfect.
then Taka.
Yup.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka. Well, Taka, there's only one.
Taka died clutching, leaving behind. Did I get all
That means
Exactly. Which.
Whoa, yeah. After seeing him, he was behind the whole thing.
Sorry.
Nope.
When we found
He's
him in
dead.
The second body.
But why would he end
whoever
himself?
did is
He was killed in the Republic.
so he must.
during that time, we'd all, in other words, during that time.
Wait,
Stop trying. Who are you calling?
Anyway, when they were killed, Father.
Their
and
beef.
what my
The weapon they used. Yeah. Because the way Taka and but Justice Hammer. So if the culprit then put. But one.
I'm surprised.
Hell yeah.
He's right though. The Monokuma. But if the hammers were.
So the quest personally.
There's still a ton of
Those were
hammers.
accounted for.
Is it not possible?
I don't think it is.
So then,
Justice Hammer 5. The unfinished sequel.
what was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer.
Well, whatever it is, one thing, how was the culprit able to move? How did nobody witness?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about
Oh.
to make its appearance. Check out murdergear.com/.
Well, one thing seems pretty. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice.
I'm actually gonna have to check out that site.
The murder.
Actually, yeah, hold on. I am checking out that site. Is it real? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a real website. It's a real website. Although it's just like t-shirts and stuff. The fact that she actually pulled up a real site. Crazy.
But seriously?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill him. Now, all the hammers in the repository were cut for some reason.
Huh?
And the
Justice
reason it had been
Hammer
cut, the hammer
5.
got- I'd also like to point out that and even I think whoever
If that's true, that wouldn't.
So Hifumi moved Taka.
Whoever did that, hold on a moment. The way the graduation, so the idea.
None of those are relevant.
Based on the rules that have been laid out, even if more than one person is complete, only the one who actually carried out the act can, assuming the rule holds true. It is simply impossible.
That is how the rule.
But that only really applies if there's one. In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Damn, I didn't.
Based on the rules that even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
Skip ahead.
But that only really applies. In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Oh. Forgot, I keep forgetting
Based
right
on the
click is
rules,
silencer.
Even if more than one, only the
Hurry
one
up.
who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really applies. In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Okay, got that.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for even if more than one person, only the one who actually cares, assuming the rule holds true.
no
2 murders.
Since there were 2 murders,
What do you mean?
If there'd only been 1 murder, then naturally, if only one risk the payoff for working together, there's no point. However, if there,
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other.
I think that's what the true killer told him. And based on the cases of, they made him.
so in this case, there wasn't once instead. Each and it only looked like one person, a single suspicious individual, by creating
The mastermind picked their target, and then to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed, which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the... Think so?
Yeah, it's quite the plan.
I understand.
That's problem number.
Only one person it could be. Gambler
Here's my
girl.
answer.
It's you.
It was Celeste.
A joke?
So what you are, the idea that I would go with intent,
Just to be...
is that
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certainty considering what we've learned so...
You encountered the suspicious
the
individual.
behavior they had in common has to do with this. The only ones who
Shush. As if we accept
you saying?
after and not too long...
Kinda strange how the 2 accomplices are the only
We headed
ones
to
who
the second
encountered
floor,
Robo
She
Justice.
let out a
And when we'd all come to see... Once she'd done her job, it was time...
It was to get us to divide into.
In fact, Celeste was... Well, and on top of... That was to signal it was your way of telling him, why else would you let out a...
I just realized, and when we found Hifumi in the... Celeste, you wanted to make Hina.
Yeah? Wait,
She wasn't worried about you.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but wouldn't you agree?
I have no idea what
Wouldn't you agree?
I didn't even catch it myself looking back. I'm talking about what you said.
I remember her saying that too, but
Then pay attention. Then Makoto, once we were in the hall now. The entire think about it. Celeste's comment,
Yeah,
you hear that?
Those
Celeste?
guys.
You're really not
Caught in your own contradiction. What you love to see?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying things. Enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just and that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die. We are going to die.
Just like... No, it's wrong.
Those guys. How could she have known Taka was dead?
That's right. When she said that...
Exactly. And we didn't, so there was never any chance for her to have seen his body.
So how did you know? How did you know? Because Kyoko had also...
You all have such vivid. If you claim that I was, then what about? How do you explain?
It has to. Celeste, put the suit on.
Have you so quickly for? Yes, I happen to know. In other words, with everything simple,
Or what would you call? Surely there are...
no.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi.
Yeah, his arms.
That's certainly within the
His
realm of
arms are like
possibility.
right over the thing.
The one
Yeah, his
being dragged
arms.
off in that picture isn't Hifumi,
He's like
but the
drag.
person
He has
in the robot
his arms over the other arms, and he's dragging the suit behind him.
We've simply been... And the strange costume, if you saw someone wear...
That's what happened.
Is utterly. If Hifumi was dragging him up,
Is it?
then shut your mouth and.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing. If the person inside the there's no way they could stand up.
Oh, really?
It's wrong.
Have you forgotten?
No. Even if, because that robo just...
That's right.
I'm not so I think the suit...
Celeste and Hifumi, that's how they were able to fake. The point of it all was to make us believe...
Well then.
Checkmate.
He did feel good. Think back to how did he refer to each of us?
I got it!
He said their last
Right,
names.
Exactly. So if Hifumi did mean...
I'm sure it was indecent.
By chance, his first name. You're willing to gamble that that's true?
Random chance. No. There's no...
So he...
But the name he said doesn't.
Well, and that's Celeste.
To think. Oh, what?
Okay,
Oh, my real name is said.
This is where the handbook
Hifumi was
comes
trying
into
to tell us
play.
something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might.
It would have to be you, Celeste. You have
How many times do I have to ring? Celeste, you Ludenberg, god damn it!
Why is this upside down?
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's and since you have no way to contradict me.
Ah, yes, the one text with the conveniently comical high amount of white noise. Show me
that's it.
the
The
handbook.
handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook, Monokuma to... So all we have to do, that's how we select, please.
Even because I'm telling it.
Fine, and that'll bring...
"1 a.m. They drugged Hifumi. Blackened with the camera. His watch. I don't know how I skipped over that one. So Hifumi killed Tako of Justice 4. You have Hifumi faking his death of Justice Hammer 2. Pushing the tarp. And then Spotless Hammer. Which one could this possibly be?
The killer is you!
What do we got?
Before anything, the killer
Yeah. Yeah, so 1 a.m. Hifumi lures Yasuhiro to the rec room.
First,
They drug him,
that's the murderous duo in
deck him out in the suit. Oh no, the suit is getting...
They did all when they were done with it.
They knock him out, put him in a pool locker.
And then finally, at 6, they called Taka.
He's out cold.
That's where Hifumi killed him. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer. The reason Hammer number 4.
Now Justice Hammer 2.
Next for these attacks, the first fake incident there, The killers wanted us to see. They wanted to make sure the second this time that the suspect was increasing the size. He fell right into the...
And there's Hifumi faking his bloody assault in the
Wow,
nurse's
he did that.
office.
This was a...
He covered himself up in blood.
He took a blood packet from the room and turned the room into a... He let out a scream to draw us back. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out... So when we heard the body we left the nurse's office.
So
And
he
simply
then
got up.
cleaned
When we
himself
learned his
out.
body, and once again,
Himself up.
Hifumi had...
Took his body, put him into repository.
But even Hifumi didn't...
Donk. Hifumi's dead.
Their plan, and they did it using it. That should come.
The killer is you. Gambler girl.
Celeste!
I lost?
Celestia Ludenberg. Woman who's Japanese takes a German name,
Taiko Yasuhiro.
takes a German name, has a comically
So,
fake French
you finally
accent,
accepted it.
I'm the kind of person.
speaks of her supposed gambling exploits, and takes the name Queen of Liars. Quite the disappointment of a character. Get roasting.
Okay, or I suppose this is the end.
It is indeed, if you would. And when the votes are tapped, will you make...
Who's it gonna be? Yay! Celeste is dead. We've killed...
Honestly.
I knew it. So the...
Indeed.
Say what?
Just a second.
Very important conversation.
Indeed.
I see.
Actually,
What?
are you okay with... So...
Damnation! Say
As for me...
Oh.
As for me...
What? Damnation! Say what? Leon?
Most unfortunate. Actually,
What?
indeed. Honest.
I swear.
Actually,
You devious... You devious ass.
indeed.
But
Because you're stupid.
Let's see.
So it.
What the heck? Well,
don't be mean.
I wonder about that.
Why?
What the heck?
But
You little... Hey! You little... This is fine. Honestly.
Her vampire butler servants.
Do you... What?
Now then. Which is what.
Goodbye, gambler girl. Quite the royal way to go out, if I do say so. Getting burned at the stake. Death as old as time. Or not. Fire truck jump scare. He did it. Yay. He did thing. Let's go.
What are you gonna do?
Let me.
Too bad. Hey! What?
So then, you.
Who?
Hey,
Ooh. Hello. Well? See ya.
Despair monopoly.
so.
Hey,
Indeed. Hey,
What?
so.
Come on. What? Goodbye.
well then.
Yo.
Okay.
Shall we go?
Sex!
So. You. However. What? Indeed.
Oh, damn.
It's true.
Are you really just friends?
That's fine. Correct.
This one. Oh, trapdoor.
Correct.
You must not leave. And of course, like, the moment we find something interesting, someone takes it all away. The hell's in the gym?
Why? I asked you about this. I've made it. I will no longer. I'm going.
But you haven't. What I'm.
What? 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 Fat hall monitor gambler girl are dead. Let's end it off here. Like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all next time for more Danganronpa within the month.